Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. If you don't already know us, our mission is to build tech tools for families with neurodiverse children. A lot of our families depend on Medicaid waivers to get the help and services that they need. This video is part of a series where we research these programs state by state and explain them to you jargon-free. Our goal is to help families like yours navigate this difficult process and get the help and coverage that you need.
Oh, I didn't see you guys there. Sorry. Hey, it's Nate with Goalie. This is part of our video series where we take you through waiver programs state by state. And if you couldn't already tell by my terrible joke and slightly bad hint, we are going to be doing the state of Wisconsin today and walking you through their Medicaid waiver programs. So where am I right now? So the first step is to be getting onto Goalie's forum page so you can follow along and click onto these steps after you watch this video. And the way to get here is to go to forum.goalie.co. Once you do, you'll get to our forum where we have a bunch of different threads and conversations going, ranging from anything to schooling tips, to goalie tips, and what we'll be talking about today, government waivers. And even more specifically, we'll be talking about the lovely, lovely, lovely state of Wisconsin, which is all the way down here with the W's. So the first step is to click on Wisconsin and then to click on the thread that says Wisconsin's Medicaid Waiver Guide. Once you're here, you'll see a post that's pinned to the top. And we're going to be talking about Wisconsin Medicaid Waiver Guide right now. So we recommend filling out this one waiver in the state of Wisconsin. It should apply for most of you guys, and it's called the Children's Long-Term Support Waiver, or the CLTS for short. So who can apply? Based on circumstance and diagnosis, this waiver is intended for children with physical disabilities, serious emotional disturbance, or developmental and intellectual disabilities. And this includes autism. All applicants need to be under the age of 22, and you must need an intermediate level of care. What does that mean? Just to go over it quickly, an intermediate level of care means that your child does not need a nursing home level of care nor a hospital level of care. Rather, in fact, just needs help going through their day-to-day routine. That is what an intermediate level of care is, and it's what most families of Goalie fall into the category of. So, income. Who can apply based on income? So, Wisconsin does have income restrictions. You can find a much more extensive list in our forum if you click on this hyperlink in our forum post, and you can learn also this one here about the payment plans potentially to pay this. But here's a chart that we took from Wisconsin's Medicare webpage, and essentially what it is this kind of outlines how much you will pay if your average income is 300% and 330% over the federal poverty line. So there's a lot of different information, and you can do your own calculations to determine how much of your cost you'll end up paying, but there are some income requirements. We just want to put that out there to help applicants know when they're applying how much they're going to be paying themselves. Again, all that information is up here, and you should refer to it if you're looking for some more specific case-by-case information. So what do I get? Normally, we want to put a long list of what Wisconsin offers, but we honestly found this PDF offered by them extremely helpful. They have a list of services and a little bit of a description under each one. Feel free to check it out. It's super helpful. It's colorful. It has pictures. It walks you through it quite well, but assistive technology is included in this list, which means that Goalie could potentially and could be funded by a Medicaid waiver. So how do you apply? So the process with Wisconsin is quite important to focus on our local county offices. So you're going to click this link right here, and it has a brochure that lists each individual county and a phone number to call. Once you do that, a county agent officer is going to navigate this entire process for you and help you along the way. So make sure you call that local county officer and get that information. If you want a description of the process step by step, you can click on this link here. You're going to need to submit things like an application. You're going to have somebody come to your house and essentially assess the level of support and care that your child will need. It lists all of these processes right here. So I really recommend getting over to our forum, clicking on these links. They're really, really, really helpful. So now you know the process. Now you know who applies. Now you know what you get, or at least how to get there. Let's talk about what the Goalie team thinks of Wisconsin and their Medicare waiver programs. So Wisconsin does have some great aspects of their programs, like their really helpful website, their county information. That is all accessible, but there's also some not so great stuff. Like we said, the website's really easy to navigate and informative, but there also are some problems, which are there are income requirements. So if you have a certain amount of income that's above the federal poverty line, you do have to pay for part of this, which is not ideal. And for families that need support and all the extra costs that go into Medicare and healthcare coverage for children with intellectual disabilities, it's really hard to ask families to pay more than they already can. So there are some huge problems with that, and we're going to go right to the scorecard and evaluate them based on 3 different categories. The first one is website clarity and ease of navigation. So we gave that a 4 out of 5. The website is quite well done and the information is there. So especially once you go to our forum and you can see some of these links, you should be able to get all the things that you need. So that's a positive. Based on their requirements of qualification and their access, we give that a 2 out of 5 because, again, there are income restrictions that depend family to family and how much your household income is. So that is a little bit more restrictive than we'd like to see. Some other states waive parental income, which is always helpful when trying to get as many people to apply to these waiver programs as possible. So we give that a 2 out of 5. Healthcare coverage, we give that a 3. They cover a good amount of services. Assistive technology is one of them, but it's nothing to drool over. It's not fantastic. There are more things that are left out that we think Wisconsin can include with their coverage. So you have this video, you have our forum page with a lot of hyperlinks, but let's talk about some other resources for the state of Wisconsin. These 2 links and these 2 organizations are awesome. You can call them and they'll help walk you through it, or send them an email. They deal with healthcare coverage and just general information of parents of children with intellectual or developmental disability. So these are 2 great resources. And additionally, this is a great number to call. It's the same link is here, and they'll help talk to you and give you advice and help you through this process. And lastly, this is the Wisconsin Community Program Social Service and Human Service Agency. Again, I hope this video was helpful. Please check out our forum. All this information is linked and you'll have access to it all. Thank you so much for stopping in.
If you've gone through this process yourself and can add any color to our research, please share your experience in our forum. Your help will be greatly appreciated by families who are new to this. If you're just getting started yourself, don't worry. We're here to help. If you have any questions, ask them in our forum and we'll do our best we can to support you. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, let us know. Drop a like or leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.